Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Sedona International Film Festival. We're in our 32nd year. I'm Tanya June Moore, and Carol, my co host, will be here tomorrow. I want to give a huge shout out to the volunteers, the restaurants, the hoteliers, Seven Canyons, in particular, for being hosting us and giving us places to stay and also sponsoring us. We really appreciate you. Our hashtag this year is hashtag Sedona Film Fest. And man, every time I get someone in the seat and I've seen the film and and it's made me feel something, even, and this film doesn't do that, even if it's awkward, I know something big is set for us, and I really believe that you guys are going to love this film. Please introduce yourself, who you are, and the name of your film.
Okay, so I'm Jeremy Shido. I am the writer and director of Sons of Detroit. Would you like me to describe it at all, or do you want to just jump into the trailer?
Go ahead and give us a little taste.
Okay, so it's the story of a white guy who was raised as a cousin in a black family in Detroit in the 1970s, who returns home for the first time in 20 years to find his home, his house in ruins, and his family scattered. And so he goes about trying to figure out what happened, and he searches out his cousin, Boo, who he grew up with, who spent those same 20 years that he was traveling around the world in prison. And together the two men begin to unpack this tangled web of family, belonging, race, violence, and other things.
Let's play the trailer because it's amazing. Trailer, please.
I was traveling the world, performing a one-man autobiographical show. I was on stage in Berlin, and I had a heart attack. Everything went black. And I saw a house, 5292 Drexel, the house where I grew up. But it wasn't my house. My house was 2 blocks down.
Detroit was such a mecca where African Americans were able to make their mark.
Detroit, Michigan, fight of the infamous 1967 race riots. This sparked a mass exodus.
What you said up there is just wrong. You have to cast off your old way of thinking about the city. You have to do better. All of this can have a certain kind of Tarzan feeling to it. I'm the white man coming back to the jungle.
Hey, what you trying to do?
I used to stay right here with Ernest and Jimmy.
They died.
I know. I was just like looking to see if anybody from the family was around.
Ernest had just adopted you as her child. You were part of her household.
They parented you. It didn't matter that you were a white kid.
This house is where I felt safe. And then from one day to the next, it was gone. And when eventually I left Detroit, I didn't look back.
That was me and Boo.
Boo in trouble again.
When is the last time you saw him?
Where's he at? If it was so special, why did we move?
What's happening? So you ain't never been to jail?
Detroit never left. You did.
Everything, the businesses, the houses, the schools, everything gone.
I ain't going to Detroit no more.
But what happened to the house?
Truth is hard to find, and then when you're lying to yourself, that's when it gets even harder. You ain't telling the story. This story's telling you.
That's good.
So much truth in this film, so much growth for you, man. I mean, the arc of your story.
Yeah.
And I said this to you off screen. It reads like a narrative.
Yeah.
Who edited this? Who was the cinematographer for this? Because to get that
Yeah.
look, that's important to have those people. Who are they?
Yeah, so we had 3 editors in different phases of the film. We had the initial editor that we worked with is Kimberly Hassett, who did films like Shirkers and
A bunch of other
a
things.
bazillion things. And then Elia Gasul Balada came on board, who's an editor from Barcelona, who I've worked with quite a bit over the years, who I adore, and she's an amazing filmmaker in her own right. And then in the last phase, we had a finishing editor. It was Kimberly Garrison, who is brilliant, and each one of them, I think, you know. They pushed the form of the film and the story of the film, and then sort of took the baton and moved it further and deeper all along the way.
First of all, you just validated a huge amount for me.
Yeah.
They're all women.
They're all women.
And they told a very feminine story here
Yeah.
about a man and family.
Yeah.
Did it turn out the way you wanted it to turn out? Or was it better? Because I feel like this is like impeccable.
Yeah. Well, so we, you know, it has taken 9 years to get to this form, right? And all along the way, I can't tell you how many times I fucked up in making this film. And that what I set out to make, or what I thought I was setting out to make, was not what needed to be made, or what was asking to be made, or was even the truth in relationship to my own relationship with family and with the story. And so it has gotten to a place that I am finally deeply at peace with. That I feel like it's that thing of, like, you know, you struggle to figure out how to articulate something in your life, and you just can't do it, and you can't do it, and at some point it happens, and there's this weight that's lifted, and then you move forward in a way that you weren't able to before. And I feel very much that is the case with this film. Kimberly, Catherine, and Elia were absolutely instrumental in, as well as a number of other people in other roles, were instrumental in scraping away. I think, as you know, at the end of the trailer, it says that, you know, Marcia, who I grew up with, says that the truth is hard to find, especially if you're lying to yourself. And then it's even harder. And I think that was a sort of a mantra for us, is that there's this kind of excavating and scraping away, clearing away the sort of the layers of mistruth or partial truth.
Yes.
Misdirection, and it's almost scraping away the inside of the character's mind.
Yes.
So.
Well, also, and I know it hasn't screened here yet, and I can't wait to talk to you after it screens.
Yeah.
I think our community is going to come away with, we've been lied to about this community.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the truth.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your story is incredibly beautiful, and it is absolutely the through thread. But I think for me, the big message is disservice.
Yeah.
You've done a disservice to real communities.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I personally just want to say thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for saying that, but also thank you for recognizing that that's ultimately, you know, at the core of,
I mean,
of what
it's
the
the
film
whole
is.
root, really, and
Yeah.
your arc is what ties it all together. So,
Yeah.
congratulations. What was it like getting into this film festival?
I mean, it was a surprise, because we, you know, the programming staff reached out to us while we were premiering at Doc NYC, and Sedona wasn't on my radar, right? As we were, I mean, this is the second festival that the film is screening at.
Oh my goodness.
We'll go on to True False, and we have other festivals afterwards, but this is the second one. And I got a sort of an email, a request to see the screener, and we're like, okay, we'll send it. And less than 24 hours later, I got a letter back that was perhaps one of the most heartfelt, incisive, and thoughtful letters about our work that I've ever gotten from anybody. And I was like, both Amanda, the producer, and my partners, we both sort of looked at this and we're like, I mean, the way that the film was seen and was understood and respected, and the sort of the both in terms of the cinematic form, but also in terms of the storytelling and the story itself, was so extraordinary that we were kind of bedazzled by our exchange. And
Yes.
we're like, I don't know, about the second festival being Sedona, and we don't know, but the honesty that we were met with and the respect that we were met with really swayed us. And I feel it's like one of those it's like one of those. It's like those.
Kismet.
Yeah, it's a gift.
Kismet. It's a woo-woo. It's a gift.
Yeah, it's a
That's,
woo-woo.
that's
It's a
why
woo-woo.
Sedona exists. So thank you for
Yeah.
picking up on that, because
Yeah.
we don't believe in coincidence here. We
Yeah.
believe in synchronicity.
Yeah.
And you're at a festival that you're going to have some very astute cinephiles in this.
Amazing.
And it's going to be sold out. And I can't wait to hear the Q&A. Don't let me down, audiences. This deserves a standing ovation. And he's here, and you can ask him all the questions. So, thank you for bringing this.
Yeah, thank you so
Good
much.
luck on your screeners. Good luck at this festival and moving forward.
I appreciate
Look
all
right
of
there
it.
and say, give me some distribution.
Give me some distribution.
That's what we need. And I'll see you in just a second with another interview.